There's a decent tornado threat today in parts of the Midwest, and there are also 4 tropical systems in the Western Pacific. How strong could these systems get if they do develop, and what could their impact speed of land? Those questions will be answered in this video. It's CBF Cyclone, Friday, July 11th, 2025. Starting with a tornado risk. Chicago is under a 5% tornado risk. They're barely in it. Milwaukee is under a 2% tornado risk. So it's more than nothing, but however, it's unlikely, but still keep an eye out on the radar and stuff. And then there's a 10% area of tornado risk that is not really covering any big cities. And it's not hatched, thankfully. Hatched means a good chance of the tornado being EF2 or greater. But thankfully it's not hatched. We don't usually see hatched risks in July. But this is kind of a high risk for July, like higher than usual. The radar, the national radar, the first thing you see is this system in Iowa, and it is kind of heading towards Chicago, and this is what is producing our severe weather threat for today. Then there's some other rain down in Mississippi and Alabama, kind of covering the whole southeast, and then a little bit in Texas. There's more of a flood threat in Texas where it was just flooding. There's been a lot of flooding lately. It started out in Texas, absolutely devastating flooding. And then Chantal, tropical storm Chantal came in and flooded a lot of North Carolina, and then it's the monsoon season in Mexico, so there's been a lot of flooding in New Mexico, so there's been a lot of flooding there, so I'm keeping an eye out on that and praying for you all experiencing flooding. And then the tropical systems for today, there are 4 of them. Invest 94W currently has 15 mile an hour sustained winds and a low chance of development in the next 24 hours. I'm not sure if this should develop or not. And then there's a new tropical storm. It has 1 minute sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. However, it does not have 10 minutes sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. Once it gets 10 minutes sustained winds of 40 miles an hour, it'll get a name. That's how they do it in the Western Pacific. They're different. The Atlantic does it 1 minute sustained winds. Invest 91W is looking organized. However, it has a low chance of development in the next 24 hours. But it does have 15 mile an hour sustained winds. This could come close to Japan and maybe hit Japan. Invest 92W is also looking organized. That has slightly higher wind speeds than Invest 91W. It currently has 25 mile an hour wind speeds and a low chance of development in the next 24 hours. I'll be monitoring all of this for you, keeping you safe from threatening weather. That's it. Please subscribe. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and see ya.